Hey guys, this is my first video of my YouTube channel. I was gonna show you some things through my computer, but my computer just instantly shut down, and I'ma just freehanded. I'm just make this video freehanded, and so I'm gonna just talk about Preppy. First, I'm gonna talk about Preppy, their program, the best of my knowledge. Then I'm going to talk about the surgical tech route, the NCCT route for those that are interested. I'm gonna give you my firsthand account and the best of my knowledge, and also talk about the pricing and about the certification route and what you have to do and et cetera, et cetera. So first, what is Preppy? Preppy is a online it's an online certificate program, and it gives several certifications in healthcare, business, IT, and trade. So it's like any other online certification program. It is actually legit. I had my doubts about it at first, but actually I did my research, and when I actually did the program, it's actually legit. They give good customer service. They're quick. They'll get you to the right people. All you got to speak to them through the app. All you got to do is go to the little. It's like a little icon, like a text icon. You'll just go and just they'll text you right away during certain times during the day. Um, how much it costs for each? So the normal price for the surgical. So for me, I'm doing the surgical set program. So if you look on there, they have two payment options. Well, they really have three, but they're going to show two. So the first one is the paid in full option, which is $15.99. If you paid in full, you get a free laptop. Um, it's the same as the other ones. You get a free laptop, you get a refund, and it's it comes with the ebook and everything comes included with that. The second one is the $2.99 for 6 months. So if you pay $2.99 for 6 months, you're technically going to pay $1,794. Now I think you go your first installment will have to be like a 300. It's going to be a 300. It's going to be $300 first. So technically you're going to pay like, well, that's like from 1794. That's like you're technically going to pay like $2,000 for the payment option, for the 6 month payment option. Now they have a third option, which is you can pay $199 a month. The 190, but you'll have to ask for it though. You'll have to pick the second option, and you'll have to ask for the one. You just go and text them through the app, say, hey, can I do the 199 each month? So I guess that'll extend your months to like I think other than 6 months, I think it'll extend it to like I think 8 or 9 months, because you're paying less, and you're going to pay the same as you were paying for the second option. So they have the 199 option for those that can't pay it in full, or that's too much for them. Um, so the pricing there, most of their programs are like the same price, like $15.99 in the 6 month payment program. Um, a 6 month payment program. The most expensive um program that I see on Preppy is like their trade. Like they have I think they have like I know they have like some like truck engineering. They have like a new one like solar panel. They're like $2,500. They're like $2,500. The trades are the most expensive. I don't know why, but I that's what I see for those that want to go into trade for the Preppy. I will make a separate video on specifically Preppy, on just the program. I'm going deeper, more research on just the program. I would do more detailed video on that, but right now this is just a breakthrough, and I'm gonna just give you all the important points for those that want to go in to the Preppy program, and specifically for surgical tech or any other healthcare field. Um, so yeah, so the most expensive one is trade for those that want to do trade, but all the rest ones like the IT, the healthcare, the business, they're all like about around the same. They're all like the same price, like 15.99, and they have the 2.99. The 2.99 for 6 month. This 2.99 for 6 months. Now again, if you do the 2.99 for 6 months, you won't get a free laptop. That's the catch. You won't get a free laptop. You can only get the free laptop if you're doing the paid in full, which is the 15.99. Yeah, so that's just a point that I wanted to show everybody. Um, so about the so for those that want to go into surgical tech, well, let me talk about a little bit more about the prep. So prep, so yeah, that they have that. That's what they have. Um, it's they have good customer service. I actually talked to some of the workers. They got me to the right people. They gave me the right information. They corrected some misconceptions and so what and so forth. Um, yeah, all you gotta do is just text through the app. They'll send you, they'll give you emails. They'll text you email. They're real. It's legit. I'll give it like a 1 out of 10, being 10 being the most legit. I'll give them like an 8 to 9.5. They're legit. I would say there it's not like no scam. It's nothing like that. I'm pretty sure you can trust Preppy. Trust me, you can trust. Like in my opinion, you can trust it. I had my doubts at first, but you can really trust them. They won't do you like that. They won't they're legit. It's like an actual school. I think it's partnered with if I'm saying it right, Auburn University. That I think that's in. I don't know what state that's in. I don't know what state that's in, but Auburn University what is what they're partnered with, and I guess they when you get your certification, when you get your certificate of completion from Preppy, it will have Auburn University on it. It will have like the actual university on it. So that's cool. That's pretty cool to know that you had an actual it's come from an accredited university. Even though Preppy is already accredited, but it'll come from like a university that you probably never been to, but it's on your completion of certification. So what else? So I told you the pricing. Yeah. So yeah, that's about Preppy. They're this is coming from somebody that's actually in the program. They're legit. They're pretty they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. It's nothing. I don't. It's not a scam. I wouldn't say it's a scam. For those that's wondering, and for those that have their doubts about certification programs. Um, yeah, that's about it. They do come with ebook. Comes with an ebook. It depends on what program you is, but it comes with everything you need. They everything that's in that payment is everything included. They'll give you everything you need. Them any external study platforms you want to do, you have to pay at your own expense, but they'll give you a book and they'll give you like it's like an online job search job search website that they give you, and it has like different jobs on it. I haven't looked at that. I didn't really look at that one. I can't speak much about it, but I will make a separate video for those that that want to know. Just comment below and I can make a separate video for that. But going into the surgical tech, for those that want to do surgical tech, which is the program I'm in, so nationally there's a national recognized certification, which is the NBSTSA. So unfortunately, Preppy do not offer this one. This one is a different route. This the one that you have to go to like a 2 year college, and you will have to do 2 years out of college or a year, because I seen some that's a year, and get your certificate, and then you sit down for the NBSTSA, and you'll have the CST on your license. So Preppy doesn't offer this one, but they offer two other certified cer- um, certifications, which is the NCCT, the National Center of Competency Testing, which you'll have it's a STC on your certification, tech in surgery, and they have a AAH. I didn't do much research on this one, but AAH, National Certified Surgical Technologist. So you can either take these two. Now, the NCCT and the NBSTSA are both certified by, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, the NCAA, which is like the people that certifies. It's like the people that certify all like the healthcare the healthcare certifications and the healthcare programs and stuff. Those are the people that certify, like, that nationally recognized and certified, the whole program. So NCCT and the NBSTSA are both certified by are both certified by NCAA. They're both certified by that organization. Now, I will make another informational video about the certifications and the rumors and stuff like that, because I actually went online and I actually did some research on the NCCT, about the surgical tech, about the ST, the my bad, the STC surgical tech, and what I found is that a lot of people have a hard time finding a job that did the NCCT. And if you guys search this up, if you guys seen this, I want to correct that. Now, I believe that is true. I believe it is. This is a more harder route when it comes to trying to get skills, like trying to get experience. But I think what the biggest factor that play into it is the location you are in. Because for example, if you're like, I believe, like, if you're in North Dakota or South Dakota, like, come on, like, is I mean, that's like a dry state. And not to speak on nobody that's in that state, but like, I'm pretty sure you may not find much hospitals that's willing to train you or give you an externship. You know what I'm saying? But even though Preppy, they find you an externship. They're right now they're finding me an externship. They're going to find you an externship, so you don't have to worry about going out and trying to find. They'll get you. All you gotta do is just give them your health information, your immunization, and your BLS and all that, and they'll help you find a externship. Right now, I just submitted it like last week, so it may take them like another 2 weeks or so to get back with me about an externship. But again, as I was saying, I believe it's the location you are in, because a lot of these people that I see online, on like Reddit and like other talking websites like Quest and all those, these people are like in like that. They gave some of them gave like the states they're in, and they seem like the dry states, like the states that nobody in, like North Dakota, South Dakota. One person was in I mean, I wouldn't say Ohio is a dry state. It's kind of populated, but he was in Ohio, but he was like in a certain area. I forgot what area he said he was in. Me personally, I'm in Florida. I'm in the Tampa Bay area. There's like 10 to 12 hospitals here. There's a lot of opportunities down here. So I wouldn't. And then I look on their website for the surgical tech. I look on their website for the surgical tech program, not the program, but the surgical tech, like what they're hiring for the surgical techs. They have the NBSTSA, and they have or the NCCT. A lot of hospitals around my area has that. So there are hospitals that are hiring for the NCCT, at least in my area. And I seen others in like Georgia more like New York, like more other states, more populated states. Now, I'm not saying they can't get a, you can still get a job. Like I know a few people that have the NCCT certification and that are like, they're working, they're in the hospital and, they're in the hospital and working just the same as someone that have the NBSTSA certification. You can still get a job. I know people that's working and still get a job. Um, so yeah, on when I look on the Zoom and on the Indeed and like on other websites and on the hospital website, I see the NCCT. I see the CST, or they have the NBSAT. My bad, the NBSTSA, and they have the NCCT. Or this is what they'll say. They'll say CST or tech. When they say tech, that means the tech in surgery. So yeah, there are jobs that are hiring. If you was to go this route for the NCCT certification, again, I'm in the Tampa Bay area. I'm in Florida. I'm in Tampa. Um, I don't know where you guys are. I'm not saying you can't. It's not possible to find a job in your area. What I'm saying, it is possible. It is really is possible, and I know a few people that have an NCCT certification and are working. So, yeah. So I will make a separate video. I'm not trying to make the video too long. This is my first video, but I will make a separate video detailing more about the surgical tech, the certifications, and on like the surgical tech and what they do and so forth. Um, so they have another certification, which is the AAH, National Certified Surgical Technologist. Um, I haven't did much research on this. This one is not certified by the NCAA, but they are. I did a little bit of research. They're legit too. I've seen some jobs in my area and like further out, that's like real far, that that have a AAH the certification. I have an AAH certification. I've seen some that have that on their resume, on their description of their job. So there are people that are hiring for that certification too. And I think it's called, I may be wrong. I think it's called AST or something like that. But they actually did this program. This company or this organization, they actually did a training event in Orlando, which is like an hour or so away from me. They actually did in Orlando. I think they're doing it next week. They're actually doing it this week. They had a training. I seen on their website they had something like, and they're doing something in Orlando. So I mean, I didn't do much research on this. If you ask me, I would say go for both, but if you're going the route that I'm taking, but I would say focus more on NCCT because I feel like that's it's certified. It's certified and it's more recognized than the AAH or the AST. I think that's what it's called, AST. So I would say go focus more on the NCCT. Then I would say you can go and get that, but I don't think you would need that because I mean you are already a surgical tech after you get the NCCT certification. So it's not, I don't think it's required. But if you want to go for it, go for it. That's what I was thinking about doing, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah. I'm not trying to make this video too long. If you guys have questions, comment please, and I will make a separate video on the making the more detailed best as I can. I would suggest you guys look on the Preppy site yourself and look on what certifications that's best for you. What certifications that you think you guys want. If you're going to the surgical tech route, I will do a separate video more detailing more of the surgical tech and their you know the route that you'll take. Um, one more thing, the pricing for the NCCT to take the test is $199 in person, but if you want to take it online, you can. I heard somebody say you can't take it online, but I want to correct that. Yes, you can actually talk to the people. They actually called the NCC and they said, yeah, you can take it online, but it's an extra $40. So if it's $199, it'll be like, if you add that 40, yeah, I can't count in my head right now, but it's like that's like a 200 and that's like 200 and something dollars. So you're gonna pay like 200 something dollars if you do online. I can't count in my head. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, so you go do like 200 something online. Um, yeah. So that I mean, there's more. There's more. If you guys have questions, I'll be more happy to help you guys. Like I said, I want to help you guys. If you guys want to go this route, I want to give you the best information, the best detail, firsthand account, best as I can. Before you guys consider it, ask me questions. I'm actually almost finished paying with it. I mean, this is my last payment. I'm going to take the test next month. The NCCT test. I'm finna take it next month. Um, I will make a different video on like where I studied and the study tools and everything. I'm not trying to make this video too long, but I just gave you like a little key points on the preppy and the surgical tech, and most other things. So if you guys got questions, man, just comment. Like I said, comment, subscribe, spread my channel, because I don't see, there's not a lot of information out there when it comes to, a lot of these online programs. We think of them as scams. I'm gonna tell you, Preppy is not a scam. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. Preppy is not a scam. I'm sorry. I don't. I thought it was when I first did it, but I just dived in, and the water was good. The water was clear. It didn't seem they'll respond to you quick. They're very. I had a situation one time about my clinical coordinator. They sent, they gave me the head of the clinical coordinator. They gave me his email number. He texted back, he got the problem corrected. It's, I would say it's legit. I would say it's a 9. I know I said 8 to a 9.5. I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9.5. I'll give that. Okay. So if you guys got questions, answers, anything to help out the channel, comment on this video below. I'll be more than happy. Next week I will make more videos specifically about the surgical tech. And later on in the future, the pay rate, and all that. And then when I get in, I'm really waiting when I start doing my externship, that's when I can gain more knowledge on, what is and what's not, and what the breakdown of the Preppy externship, and on what some of the the tools and all that. I'll make more videos like that. Yeah, so comment, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.